everyone, it's Sharonda from Payorwait, and today I'm going to be reviewing and recapping House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 7. And y'all, you know what? I'm going to get dragged for this review. And I know I'm going to get dragged for this review. And you know what? I'm just going to stand by it because I'm not going to let them showing me 3 dragons at the end and they little do something, I dare you to do something pose. I'm not going to let that change the fact that until the last 10 minutes of the episode, y'all, I know y'all hate me saying it. I've said it for literally, this is the 3rd video in a row saying like nothing is happening. There's a lot that did happen. We definitely got our 3 dragon riders. But if you really sit and think about it, from episode 5, 6, and now 7, there's only one more episode that's left before, like it's 1 episode left. That's the season 2 finale. So if you really think about everything that has transpired after my queen, Rhaenys the queen who never was, after her untimely death in episode 4, if you think about 5, 6, and 7, and you know that next week is the last episode of the season, how are we really feeling about season 2 of the House of the Dragon? Because if I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, if I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, I do not like the pacing of the second half of the season. And if we're gonna be honest, the first half of the season, like there are things that definitely happened and everything kind of hit a high at episode 4. But honestly, I don't think anything has been able to meet what episode 4 was. And I also put this on for people who are getting, episodes, early screenings of House of the Dragon. We are in a position, you know, where we are very blessed to be able to get these episodes before it airs. But one of the things that I really want to tell people, and this is something that I've been seeing, like when we talk about movies before they come out, TV shows before they come out, is so imperative that you do not overhype something. Because when people are saying that this is one of the best episodes in Game of Thrones, like out of House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones history, or people saying like this is one of the best episodes that I've watched, or the last 10 minutes of this was like great, I'm expecting something big. Okay, now it was dope seeing the dragons, and I'm not gonna like negate that was dope as hell. I ain't even gonna hold you. Him lighting everybody up, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I was here for it. I was. It was very fun seeing the dragon seeds be able to claim their dragons, how all of that transpired, the whole fight at the end, even Aemon had to take his ass back home. That was so dope. But to say that that's like the top of episodes is not. That's just me. Y'all can go ahead and battle me in the comment section below. It's fine. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm always gonna keep it real with y'all. And I just said, I'm not gonna live a life of fear. I'm not gonna let y'all continue to bully me and have me sitting up here lying, and then I'm gonna have to recant this months from now when I finally get the courage. I'm not gonna do that, all right? Overall, I enjoyed this episode. It was fun. You got to see more dragons. We're finally like getting into the nitty gritty. I just don't think that it took 5, 6, 7, 3 episodes of setup to get us to the finale of the season. It almost makes me feel as though I would have rather just been 2 seasons and done. In my opinion, it kind of feels like they're kind of trying to drag this on to get as many seasons of TV out of the book. And for that, it just doesn't make sense. If it's gonna be like this, yet another week of Daemon having visions, if I gotta keep doing this every single week just to get to the end game of what we know is going to happen, it ain't really worth it. This is why I like my limited series to be limited. Limited episodes, a lot of mess happening in every single episode, okay? Or at least every other episode, but it's 3 episodes of setup. Stop! Okay, I got that off my chest, all right? I'm sorry, I just had to get it off my chest real quick, okay? So, let's talk about Alicent, because I'm kind of over Alicent. It's like, girl, we get it. Like, you're depressed because everyone, you know, sees you as a woman, and you're never going to be anything more than a woman. You're never going to be anything more than they mama. And they don't care. They don't care that you helped your husband before when he was on his deathbed for years on years on years. No one cares. And y'all trying to make me feel sorry for her. I truly don't care. But what I will not tolerate, Alicent, is you taking Sir Rickard on this like indefinite camping trip, okay? Because he was like, hey girl, like, are you done yet? Like, it's clear you're going through a midlife crisis right now, but can we get the hell up out of the woods? Like, it's a bit much. We ain't got nobody here. It's just me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Like, girl, wrap this up, all right? And she was like, no, I think I'm gonna be here for a while. And he looking like, bitch, like, you think I'm gonna be sitting up here catching rabbits and killing them and cooking for us and cleaning for us? No, who is doing that? So I'm just like, girl, you sitting up here in the lake having your little bath, looking up at the sun, just enjoying your little life. Like, girl, go have a seat. I think the reason that Alicent bothers me so much is you did all of this scheming. You did all of this plotting, okay? You disrespected your friend Rhaenyra. You sitting up here acting like you're high and mighty and you spreading your legs to the lamest dude that I know in Westeros. And now all of a sudden, you want, like, you caused this war. Literally, you are the catalyst for this war. And now because it didn't go your way, you want to just go hide out in the wilderness like you on the episode of Dragon Survivor? No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to escape responsibility. You don't get to run away from the war that is happening. I just don't think that's okay. It just doesn't make sense to me. I will never feel sorry for her whatsoever. I would never feel sorry for her. So in the midst of all of this, Lord Jasper hears about Sea Smoke having a rider. And so he tells Lord Larys this, and he was like, well, I'm trying to figure out, like, you the one who be like doing all this gossip anyway. You, the king of whispers or the lord of whispers, whatever it is. Like, what should I do? I was hoping that you can go ahead and tell him, because, like, I don't know how he's going to take the news. I don't really know nothing else. And he was just like, I don't know if I want to do that either. Like, actually, Lord Jasper, you can go ahead and take that to him, because I'm not ready to figure that out. I'm over here trying to work Aegon together. He got the Grand Maester trying to get his mind right, trying to get his strength back. Because at this point he knows he has no power with Aemon. He has power with Aegon. He can manipulate him. And so he has to put all of his eggs in Aegon's basket. And the only way to do that is to get Aegon back and better, which clearly you see my man's not, he not gonna get much better, okay? Like, I feel like this is a losing battle. But go ahead and do what you do, Lord Larys. I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's sitting up here giving these pep talks and trying to push him. Got the Grand Maester, like, got him doing physical therapy on steroids. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But what I do know is we have another week of visions with Daemon. Okay, yet another week. Man, what a time to be alive. You got one of the dopest, just illest people who don't give a F, gives us most of our drama and mess every season. And we've wasted 3 episodes now of my man's just having visions. Literally having visions. That's it. That's all he's been doing, is having visions. Waking up, looking crazy. That's it. All right. But I will say, Lord Oscar, you all right in my book, okay? My man said, I know you might have heard of like a little short king, or, you know, the little short king syndrome, but let me tell you something, baby. Big things come in these little packages, all right? Because what you're not going to do, you're not going to sit up here and talk to me any kind of way. You might have talked about my little grandpappy like that, but I'm not the one, Daemon. He talking about mind your tongue. Mind what, bish? Do you need my army or not? Do you need the river lords or not? Honestly, is he the only person that got Daemon to mind himself outside of Rhaenyra, and she can't even get him to do that no more? So, like, Lord Oscar was doing a damn thing. I thought Daemon was finna kill him, but he was like, do you need my army or not? Do you need it or not? Because last time I checked, you need me. I don't need you. I'm doing you a favor. And I like how he basically got, now Daemon's so disrespectful for killing Sir William like that, but in Daemon's defense, he did tell Sir William, hey, there's certain things that I can't be seen doing. You knew right then and there, if you was gonna get caught, he was gonna deny it. So he went ahead and took care of it. He killed him, all right? So we had another vision, and I don't know what's going to happen with Daemon. I mean, we know what's going to happen with Daemon. I just don't know where we are on that timeline, on that trajectory. But I would rather spend the time that we have with him, I would rather spend that time like him being messy, him fighting people. Like, Caraxes is like, are we done with this vacation? Like, I got other stuff to do. Like, if you not finna do nothing, like, let me at least go back to my family. Like, let me at least go kick it with my siblings. Like, what are we doing here? Because I'm very confused. And how long does it take Sir Alfred to make it to Daemon? Because he ain't even made it to Daemon yet. I'm trying to figure out how long that journey is. So, who else? Let's just talk about Rhaenyra. I did love the opening shot of both of the dragons on the beach. With Adam and Sea Smoke and Rhaenyra and her dragon. I really love that scene. And then, you know, she's like, basically like, ho, what you doing? And he's like, hold on, before you give me all that smoke now. He came and found me. I was minding my black bastard business, and then Sea Smoke started hazing me. He started chasing me. So if somebody chasing you, you automatically start running. And then he stopped in front of me, and he was like, "Hey ho, get on my back. Let's go for a ride." And now I'm here. Like, girl, you want your dragon back? You can take your dragon back. Like, I don't even want him. He picked me up. Okay. I don't want him. So he bent the knee to her, was like, you my queen. And she was like, but who your ancestors are? And I said, I mean, that's a loaded question, Rhaenyra. I don't know if they had the same plight that, you know, we have in present day. So that would be a lot. That's a loaded question right there. Talking about who are your ancestors. That's a loaded question, Rhaenyra. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to assume that our plight is not their plight. So he basically like, girl, like, I got a mama, she gave birth to me, my daddy of no consequence. And I'm just like, how long are we gonna keep this lie going? Because clearly they know, Lord Corlys know, but Lord Corlys just gonna keep talking to them like he not their daddy, he they employer. So I'm just very confused about what Lord Corlys is doing at this point in time. But the fact that he went up to Adam, it was like, hey, good job. Like, well done. And he walked out, and I was just like, what in the deadbeat sea daddy is going on right now? Like, you just, that's all you gotta say? Then he go to Adam like, hey man, like, hey, you heard about your brother, right? Like, you know, I don't know what was in your mama's heritage. Oh, so now you talking about my mama? Now you want to acknowledge my mama? But you didn't know this whole time and ain't had nothing to say? Like, if I was Alan, I would have had way more smoke for him, especially Adam. Would have had way more smoke for Lord Corlys in this moment. But he was like, I am of salt and sea. And I was just like, I mean, okay, like, it ain't, is that really like a big thing? I think I would go be with Adam. At least you get to be a lord. You get some like new clothes and some money and a place to stay and food in your belly, clothes on your back. Okay, that's fine. It's whatever. I wouldn't have been making that choice, okay? So, and he talking about, I don't know what, how you don't know who his mama's ancestors are? You didn't have not one, but 2 kids, so you had to have been smashing for at least 2 years, because you got 2, like, what you mean? You just be sticking your pee into anything? You just stick your little sea snake and just anything you want, you don't want to know none of their names, nothing about her? That's just, okay, whatever. So yes, so Jason's in his feelings because, you know, even though this was his idea, by the way, I really didn't like Jason's episode, because for you to be upset because they're like low born, I'm just like, sweetie, you're a bastard. Okay, like a bastard's a bastard, a low bastard, a noble bastard, like, of you of all people, like literally the way that people talked about you, just who your daddy was, the audacity for me, it's the audacity for me, okay? Because I just don't understand everything that you went through. I get it, baby, you scared because they got silver hair, you don't, you look like your daddy, and not the daddy that they say is your daddy. I get it, sweetie, you're scared, but I just don't think it's right for you to sit and pass judgment. It's just a lot. it's a lot to me. And the fact that White Worm had to explain to Rhaenyra, like, now Rhaenyra, you had a whole side dude, okay? Getting your back blown out and your litter box moisturized. You had a whole side person. So why you didn't think that there would be bastard children of your uncles, your auntie, all these people getting it on? I just didn't understand why White Worm had to explain that to her. I just thought that was a little crazy to me. Like, girl, I know you rich, but like, you not dumb. So why was that like a revelation to you at this point in time? I can't wait for her to figure out that Lord Corlys is they daddy. But yeah, so they come up with this plan and they have the people tell the people in the Red Keep that, hey, like, Rhaenyra is basically gonna make y'all this. Actually, you know what? Hear me out. Dragonstone is like Atlanta. It's Atlanta. It's the home of the scammers, okay? Because they basically sent a boat to the Red Keep to get scammers like, hey y'all, we got a real quick get rich scheme. All you gotta do, talk to this dragon, let him sniff you real quick, and you can get on the dragon, baby. You gonna be a lord. You finna have a house, a car. You don't even need no car because you got a dragon now. So like, you finna have like the creme de la creme. So I'm convinced that Dragonstone is like the Westeros Atlanta, all right? So they get all these people on the boat, and I know y'all gonna drag me from my video before because I was like, who cares about Ulf? Who cares about Hugh? I didn't realize they were dragon seeds because I didn't know their names. So Hugh, who was the dude that Aegon lied to and said they was gonna give him the money, but they didn't get the money, and then RIP to his little girl. You a real one, your daddy one-ish. But he decides that he's gonna go because he is actually one of the bastard children. He's related to Daemon and Viserys. And so he tells his wife like, hey, like, this is what I'm gonna do. And she's like, nah, I didn't say I wanted to be a lady. Like, I really just wanted you to leave town so our daughter could be alive, but she did. So I don't really care anymore. So he ended up having to leave. He took Vermithor, if I said that right. So yeah, Ulf, the person who was like getting drunk every episode, he's the one who ends up getting Silverwing. And so Rhaenyra brings all these bastard people on this boat to Atlanta, Dragonstone. And so the order who were supposed to be responsible like for taking care of the dragon pits, like the dragons, they like cursed her all the way out, call her everything but a child of God in Targaryen or in Valerian, whatever the Targaryen, Valerian, I think it's Valerian. Yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. So he called her everything but a child of God. They took all their people and left. Now that was another time you should have, you know, do what you needed to do. But yes, so they left and she basically gave them this speech and then she left them. I said, why you leave them like that? Like, she called Vermithor. Vermithor came up like, ho, what you want? And then she was like, hey, we got company, so be on good behavior, okay? I'm trying to get some dragon riders. Don't be on your bull-ish like Sea Smoke was on. Get your ish together, okay? So Vermithor said, okay, chill. Like, okay, I'm not gonna be like Sea Smoke. You know Sea Smoke always be wilding ever since he lost his daddy. So, you know, fine. So it looked like he was gonna be on good behavior. And then the one dude, I had to pause because I was gonna go to hell for that one. I can't even repeat it. So he came up and then, I'm trying so hard not to say it. So he came up and all hell broke loose. Like Vermithor said, you sent these little scallywags for me? You think these little scallywags gonna get on me? Oh, hell no. Burnt them up, just eating them up. And I was just like, well, everybody can't die because I know Hugh got to do something. And so Hugh is better than me because if it was between me and a lady that I didn't know who was really about to push me back out, because when he went to the rock by her, she was finna push him. He told her, like, hold on, ho, don't do nothing. So he's finna eat the lady. And then Hugh was like, come get me. And I was like, what is you doing? But then the dragon sniffs him. It's all good. Like, we cool. And then we cut to Ulf, who was trying to escape, and then somehow he fell in Silverwing's pit, and then he ends up choosing him, and then he starts flying off to King's Landing, which I was just like, how you get all the way over there? But I I was just confused. Like, if y'all was at Dragonstone, how did you make it all the way over there? It is what it is. I guess Silverwing said, nah, let's go ride through real quick, cause that whole Vhagar been talking mad ish this entire time, talking like, yeah, ho, you can't even see battle cause you ain't even got no dragon rider, so I ain't even gotta worry about you. So he said, hey, like, he been talking out the side of his neck, let me go roll up on him real quick and be like, what's good? Vhagar wasn't even paying attention. Aemon hears everyone saying dragon, dragon, so he on his horse and he riding, and then he gets to Vhagar, and Vhagar like, oh snap, what's going on? Like, hey man, I ain't seen you in a while after we didn't burnt your brother. And so then he gets on, Vhagar start going, Vhagar about that life. So Vhagar was like, what's good? Like they was talking smack about to me? Oh, let's go. So he on his way to Dragonstone, and so Aemon chasing Silverwing, and I was like, damn, like he finna die before like we can even get through the episode. Like, he just got on the damn dragon. What's gonna happen? So when he saw all of the dragons, like, it looked like a mixtape. When Rhaenyra was standing there, she was like, standing like, I wish he would do something. Okay, that's how she was standing like, do something. Do something, because if you feeling froggy and late, that's how she was looking, all right? And then they standing, they just looking like, what's good? And then Aemon had to be like, hey, go back. The block is too hot. Now that part was dope. That part was really dope. And I know y'all like, Sharana, like you just said all these things, like all this stuff happened. But it's like, okay, we got dragon riders. We have the dragon seas now. But it's just like, okay. That was like the last like 10 minutes, 7 minutes of the episode, 5 minutes. Like, it really sit and think about it. If we take that 5 minutes of an hour-long episode, did a lot of stuff really happen? Alicent on a camping trip. Aegon fighting for his life in rehab. Okay, Aemon just chilling. Like, what really happened? Really sit and think about that. I want y'all to let that marinate, because I know y'all gonna try to, you getting the fingers ready to get in my comment section, and it's fine. Do what you need to do, but take the last 5 minutes of the episode out, and do you feel like you were satisfied? We're on week 3 of Visions with Daemon. You have 1 episode left, okay? I just want y'all to sit and think about that. Y'all marinate on that. I'm gonna go ahead and get this video up, and yeah, y'all be blessing y'all journey. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think? Do you disagree with me? Do you agree? Do you just want more for yourselves? Do you want more for taking an hour out of your time to watch this every single week? All I know is Daemon better not have not one vision next week. If Daemon has a vision next week, like, we're gonna have to ride out. We're gonna have to ride out, because it's getting ridiculous at this point. It's the last episode of the season. Just to let you guys know, they're not sending us the episode early, so I'll be doing a live stream, and we'll talk about episode 8. But yeah, those are my thoughts on House of the Dragon season 2, episode 7. As always, my name is Sharana from payorwait, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit the notification bell. And I love you guys 3000. And until I see you again, bye.